Welcome back, everyone. My next guest has been on my show many times. I'm excited about having him on. I have with me Ryan Larson. He is the CEO of First Line Financial. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. You're really excited tonight. You have an event going on. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you're doing tonight.
Yeah, I am excited. It's an exciting day. First off, I'm here with you on KFNX Radio, and gosh, this is always fun to do. You're live and talking about who you are and what you're all about. But yeah, Ryan Larson, I am the CEO of First Line Financial. We've been in the business for about 2 years. I've been in the business. First Line Financial has been in the business for 2 years. I've been in the business for over 10 years.
Right.
Okay. I've worked with some of the best advisors out there, some of the top businesses, worked for hundreds of clients, building and creating financial plans. I've, talked to thousands of advisors on what best techniques and strategies are. So I've been around the block a little bit. So,
you have, more than anything, I think what makes you really different is that you apprenticed with the best.
Yeah, I did. And gosh, that really helped me grow in this industry because it's all about growth. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're not growing, in my opinion, you're just kind of dying, right? Education is power. That's what people want. We have a seminar tonight. That's what makes this day so exciting. I'm on the radio, and then I have a seminar. We're doing.
And the seminar is at Ruth Chris. You like to do it up. You really like to make it special. Yeah. And you were telling me before you came on today that my events they're different than other people's, and it's really a true event where they just have a great time. They're going to get great food, and they're also going to get some great information.
Yeah, I truly believe it's an event. I mean, I've been to financial seminars, and they're kind of lackluster a little bit, and they kind of make you sleepy. But because talking about finances, it's sometimes it's not the funnest topic. Let's be honest, but there's ways to really get you excited about your finances. And
if you want to have a lot of money, or if you want to start saving money, it should be a very interesting topic.
Well, for me, in 2008, I was devastated by losing a home in a foreclosure. That was horrible. I didn't want to talk about finances, right? But I knew what I needed to do. I needed to educate myself so that wouldn't happen to me again. So I just went on, I just set a path, and I said, okay, you are going to learn as much as you can about the financial industry until you're successful with your own finances. And then once you become successful and you have a plan and you have a roadmap, you're actually going to start helping others. That was my goal. I was, 2008. I was just a normal, everyday guy who's waking up in the morning, going to work.
And you, like in everybody else at that time, a lot of people got hit, but what you did, you didn't crawl into a hole.
No,
what you decided to do was say, okay, I'm going to fix this, but I'm going to learn by it, and then when I learn by it, this is what I'm hearing you say.
Absolutely.
I am really going to be able to teach people how to do what I did successfully.
Right. Mm-hmm. My parents always told me, your life is not defined by what happens to you. You define your life by how you choose to respond to the things that life throws at you. That is the power of choice. Okay. So before the 2008, I was already into the investing thing, I guess. I was doing foreign currency trading. I went down to the online trading academy, starting to learn how to trade currencies. And that really, I was excited. I've always been excited about money. When I was like 7 years old.
Me too.
Who isn't, right? We all want to make money. But yeah, in 7th grade, I was, I made like a little piggy bank. And I still have that piggy bank, Carol, to this day. And I was putting money in that piggy bank when I was in like 7th, 8th grade year. And I would buy baseball memorabilia because I saw value in them. Mm-hmm. And I love the game of baseball. I was a bat boy for the Milwaukee Brewers for 2 years.
You learn something every day by people.
I know.
That's awesome.
And then I tried out for the Colorado Rockies. So I'm always trying to set goals for myself. And the financial thing, I think that was the pinnacle for me because I'm like, okay, if I master my financial health, I can master anything, right? So, like I said, I set out an objective for me, and I completed the objective. And that's why we're here today, because I started an awesome company. We're growing. We're hiring more people each and every day. I have an incredible back office staff. And we're putting cool events like tonight and tomorrow night. So it's full. The events are full tonight, but if you're interested, please reach out to us.
Let me just say this, and I have to say it. You told me that you've got like 40 people tonight and another 40 some odd people tomorrow night. That's a lot of people. So it means that you are, not only have you reached out, but they're interested in what you had to say, so they want to come.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, and like I said, when you're not going to be doing an event, maybe one time you do a seminar right here on air, because I'm sure a lot of people would love to hear some of the things that you have to. Though I will say, one of the things that I have that we always give out when you're on, you've written a white paper, and it's retirement and what you need to know. You will learn from soup to nuts exactly what you need to know. You are an analytical type of a guy.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, and not only that, which is great, but also you've made it very easy for people to understand. So, in other words, there's a lot of graphs and there's charts, but it's understandable.
Right.
And this is really something that, again, I believe that everybody should have. I'm going to open up the lines to the audience for everyone to call in for it. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I don't care who you are. I don't care even if you already have somebody. It's good to get this information, because you might find out something that he may know that you may not know, that your guy doesn't know.
I got a lot of tools in my toolbox. I really do. Most advisors out there, really, they don't know anything about like foreign currency. And, I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, almost every morning for 3 years, looking at charts. How crazy do you have to do that?
Yeah, you got to be a little nutso, so you're admitting it.
But that's what I loved, and now I understand the markets, and I understand when's a good time to buy, when's a good time to sell. And then by being mentored with some of the top advisors out there, these are advisors that you're probably working with right now. That they've given me a lot of their tools as well. So, I specialize in so many different aspects of this financial industry now. And I want to say, I'm a specialist in, 3 areas, in my opinion. I feel like I'm very strong in annuities. Annuities make a great bridge in retirement. I specialize in alternative investments. So if you look at like Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Princeton, they specialize in alternative investments. They don't want to place all their money in the stock market. And then life insurance is, everyone's like, oh my gosh, life insurance. Life insurance is a very powerful vehicle, but there's strategies in different ways, and you have to understand how to work those types of contracts. So with learning all those different types of vehicles, it's made me a very powerful financial advisor, and I'll put my credibility and my skills up against anyone.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We have our lines open here. You should also give him check him out on his website. It's firstlinefin, FIN.com. You can call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You are a portfolio designer, is what you are. Also, you've written this white paper for everyone. It's very easy for you guys to, understand. Even second opinions. You love second opinions.
Absolutely.
It's great to get some information. They do free consultations. Call in here for the white paper at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can also call him direct. It's 480-729-6246. And you can call there as well. But we want you to call in here and get this white paper. This is something interesting that you guys should all have. Everyone should have it. Before we go to a break, I know it goes by fast, but before we go to a break, one of the things that we were talking about before you, and we're going to talk about it further when we come back, is new blood new people like you, but you're not that new. I mean, you're seasoned.
Yeah.
As opposed to old blood.
There's a lot of different things happening in the industry. You need to be very knowledgeable. You need to be up to speed on it, and that's what I bring to the table.
We're going to talk further about that when we come back. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out. It's firstlinefin.com. We're talking with Ryan Larson, and he is the CEO of First Line Financial. We're not even going to talk about what you can do, what we do want to talk about is what makes you different. You were saying a little bit about that earlier. But also, I want, we were talking about something before you even came on the show, and I said, we ought to talk about what the difference is between old blood
right.
and new blood.
Right.
So go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of advisors out there. I think there's like over 140,000 financial advisors in this country. And I mean, a lot of them have been in the business for a very long time. What I've seen is a lot of advisors get comfortable. They get complacent. They have a great book of business, and I guess they don't necessarily keep up with what's going on in the markets anymore, or what type of new products or how to build better plans. So, for me, being, 39, over a decade, I'm very excited about the growth of my company, but the growth of what I'm going to be doing for my clients, because like I said, I specialize in multiple facets of this game, and that's what's important. You have to go out and educate, continue to follow up on new products, what's good about the product, what's bad about the products, and just remember, it's not about the products. Okay, a lot of people, my mom, she's worked at Fry's for 30 years, and we just looked at her portfolio because she's actually going to retire in the next month and a half, I believe. So we were doing a fee analysis on her portfolio, and she has mutual funds. And we were kind of diving into her mutual funds, and a lot of your listeners out there today have mutual funds. But what they don't know is that there's a lot of hidden costs within mutual funds. So I was explaining this to my mom, and I did a fee analysis for her, and I showed her, I said, hey mom, this is what you're paying in each fund in your portfolio. And she had probably like 20 different mutual funds, and they added up. I mean, it was an exorbitant amount. And she's like, Ryan, why didn't anyone tell me about this? Why didn't my 401k plan provider tell me about all these hidden fees? And I said, because it's in their best interest not to. They're making money off of you, right? So she's like, if you go around all the different aisles and you look at all the different foods in here, I know exactly what I'm paying. I'm going to put it in the cart. I'm going to go check out, and I know exactly what it is. If you would have told me that these were the true cost of these mutual funds, I would have never put them in my portfolio or never put them in my grocery cart. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell your listeners, if you don't know what's in your grocery cart, bring it in. Let me scan it. Okay, because a lot of people have retail mutual funds, and they're very expensive. There's what's called 12B1 fees, and those are like marketing dollars and turnover fees, and you're paying all these fees, and it eats away at your return.
And they don't know it?
No.
Because where's it? How are they paying it when they're about to retire? Is that when it comes out?
No,
how are they paying?
It's all mutual funds. It's all embedded within the expense ratio.
So they don't know what's coming out.
Yeah, the Securities and Exchange Commission says, hey, this is the expense ratio, and that's legal to say this is how much it costs you. However, they don't have to tell you about those hidden fees, the 12B1 fees, the turnover fees. But if you look in the prospectus, and every mutual fund has a prospectus, Carol, if you look in there, if you start digging in there, you're going to see those true hidden costs. There's actually a 60-minute video. We're going to show that video tonight at the seminar. And I think it's Tom Brokaw who talks about the hidden costs of mutual funds. And that's what really was catastrophic in 2008, that people lost tons of money, but then they were getting pillaged in mutual fund fees too. So that's the difference between just kind of the new blood and the old blood.
So sometimes it's a really good idea to have somebody take a second look at what you're doing.
We call it a help session because I'm truly helping you understand what's in your portfolio right now as it sits. It's very agnostic. I'm not tilting the portfolio saying, oh, this is what I would do. It's as your portfolio sits right now. And I'm just showing you what are the fees involved. What are the turnover? What are you paying your advisor? If you have exchange traded funds, are they really a value add for you? Because that's the biggest thing right now. Like everyone loves index funds or ETFs because you could buy in and sell them. But sometimes, there's what's called you have to. A lot of times you get front-runned because everyone knows what that index is doing. So like 6 months, they're gonna say, okay, I want to sell all these index funds, and then we're going to put all these new, index funds in this portfolio. Well, you're disclosing it to everyone, so now you're getting front-run, so you're getting horrible prices. So people don't understand that. It's a little higher level, but I mean, it's just if you have a financial advisor and he's not talking to you about these things, bring in your portfolio. If you have a plan, let me look at your plan. If it fits what you want it to do, if it's, the purpose of your money is to never outlive it and, not get injured, and then we're going to make sure that that's not going to happen, or that's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what we do. We provide a help session. We show you what you got. And then if it's not in your best interest, we start tilting the portfolios on what we would recommend, what we think.
Right. So, now, you do free consultations with everyone. You can call him direct at 480-729-6246. Call in here. We want to get you connected with him. You can call throughout the rest of the show. You can, and you're going to get his white paper that he's written on retirement and what you need to know. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can also go on his website. Check him out. It's firstlinefin.com. So really, in all honesty, I mean, there is so much that goes involved with a lot of with somebody who's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It also depends, let's be honest. If you've got a multi-million-dollar account in there, they're going to be on you and they're going to help you as much as they can, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But there's a lot of us that don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And then you're the kind of person, that's kind of a person that gets, oh yeah, we'll call you back. Whenever, right?
Yeah, and it's
different.
It is. And there's like 3 phases of money. You got the accumulation phase, you got the preservation and income phase, and then you got the distribution phase. A lot of my clients are in that preservation and income phase. They're pre-retirees, they're moving into that retirement age, and they're looking to make sure that their portfolio is well. But I will never say no to my friends and family, or my clients' friends and family, if they're younger, if they're in that accumulation stage. So there's different phases of money. I work with, I specialize really in retirement planning, right, but I work all across the board.
Well, I still think, though, too, there's so many people out there that they really don't know. They don't question things.
No.
And they think that they're okay. Maybe they like it, that person, maybe as if somebody in the family.
Right. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I've seen it so many times. It's like, hey, buy this hot stock pick because my next door neighbor told me about it. Right. Well, is that really suitable for you? Is that what you really want that money to do for you? To just gamble with it and then lose it all? Well, if you're betting with your retirement life savings, that might be a really big issue. So, for me, it doesn't matter what happens within the stock market, or if anyone tells me about some special stock that they have. What I want to do is I want to build a portfolio that's in your best interest. And like I said, if we're going to build you a portfolio, I look at like building a house, right? The foundation, secure, it's never going to move. We put the walls in, insulate it from all the outside elements. We put a strong roof on it, so that's kind of how I think of our philosophy.
Now, again, he does free consultations. You can call him direct. The phone number is 480-729-6246. He does second opinions. Call in here. We want you to we're going to give you the retirement and what you need to know. It's actually quite extensive, but it's easy to understand. You can call in here throughout the rest of the show for it at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And check him out on the website. It's firstlinefin.com. But interesting enough that when we talk a little bit about this, when you had said for the people that have someone that they've been using for a long time, okay, even though when they hear you that you've First Line Fin, you've actually been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
You started young,
yeah,
and then you sort of built and you really educated yourself. But now your company is growing hugely, you said,
yes,
and you're so excited about it. Go ahead and talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, too. Growth. We're all about growth right now. We're doing a lot of seminars. We want to really help as many people as we can. I'm excited about the industry. I'm excited to show you what's going on in your portfolio tonight. Like I said, it's an event. We're going to talk about.
There's 42 people going tonight. 47 tonight, and like 44 tomorrow.
Right.
So they want to hear them.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And and people are really going to get the nitty gritty of financial advising. I mean, we're going to kind of pull up the sheets and we're going to show you what we think how portfolios should be designed and built in today's new economy. Because if you're just thinking, hey, you're going to throw a dart at the stock board and it's going to go up, I mean, you might get taken for a surprise.
I also think that when you have somebody, let's say you're working with someone that's been around for a long time, maybe they're a little bit older, you think that they're safe and you think it's okay. I think it's a good idea to have a consultation with Ryan. Yeah. He's new, and not new, but new blood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find out what's going on. Find out he can help you, because that's what you do. You do these help sessions.
Yes,
and that's
sessions.
awesome.
Right.
Awesome. You can call them direct. They do free consultations. Their phone number there, it's 480-729-6246. What are your final words?
Yeah, just give us a call. We're here to help you. We're excited about bringing on new clients and giving them a fresh look, moving forward.
Again, that number is 480-729-6246. Their website is firstlinefin.com. Keep on calling here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. We're going to give you his white paper on retirement and what you need to know.